borrow, lend, rent, lease. 4 simple words, right? But it seems like it's easy to mix these up. Is it, can you lend me a pen? Or can you borrow me? Wait, can I borrow? So what is the difference? When can we use borrow, lend, rent, and lease? And how do we actually use these in everyday English? If you need help with this vocabulary, you've come to the right place, because that's what we're going to look at today.
Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right, thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. And this is Happy English Podcast, episode 1026. Borrow, lend, rent, lease. What's the difference? Let's start with a simple idea that will help you remember everything. Borrow means take, and lend means give. That's the core difference. For example, the other day my neighbor came over and asked if he could borrow my lawnmower. Now, to be honest, I usually don't like to lend him my tools because it takes him a long time to return them. And I think if you're going to borrow something, you should return it promptly. That means quickly without delay. But this time, I lent him the lawnmower, and surprisingly, he brought it back the same day with a full tank of gas. So let's look a little more closely at borrow. When you borrow something, you take it from someone for a short time. For example, I borrowed a pen from George, or we borrowed some books from the library. The key pattern here is borrow something from someone. So when you need something, you can say, can I borrow? Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your charger? Just memorize this pattern. Can I borrow? Can I borrow? Can I borrow? And be careful. Sometimes I hear things like, can you borrow me your pen? Which doesn't work. After borrow comes the thing I need. Like, I need a pen. So I say, can I borrow a pen? Or, I need a car. So I say, can I borrow your car? Can I borrow? Borrow plus the thing you need. Now, let's look at lend. Lend means give. It's the opposite of borrow. When you lend something, you give it to someone for a short time. For example, I'm going camping next weekend, and my cousin is going to lend me his tent. Listen to that again. He's gonna lend me his tent. We usually use lend me something. And if you need something, you can use the same pattern. Can you lend me your pen? And remember, lend is an irregular verb. Lend, lent, lent. So after the camping trip, I can say, my cousin lent me his tent. Or, George lent me his charger. Let's compare both borrow and lend. When you need something, you can ask, can I borrow your pen? Or, can you lend me your pen? Listen again. Can I borrow your pen? Or, can you lend me your pen? You can use either one. Can I borrow is more direct sounding. Can you lend me sounds more indirect, so it's a bit more polite sounding. But again, just memorize those two patterns. Can I borrow your pen? Or, can you lend me your pen? Now, here's a quick tip. Some people confuse lent, the past of lend with an L, and rent with an R because they sound similar, but the meaning is completely different. Lend means give, and the past tense, lent, means gave. He lent me his tent. George lent me his pen. Rent with an R has a totally different meaning, and that's what's next. Let's talk about rent. When you rent something, you pay money to use it for a short time. For example, my sister rents a beach house every summer, or I rented a car for the weekend, or when I go camping, I rent a canoe. And check this out. The word rent with an R is used on both sides. Here's what I mean. At the airport, they rent cars to travelers. At the airport, I rent a car. So the word rent with an R is used to show the action of the company and the action of the customer. I rent a canoe when I go camping. The campground rents canoes to campers. Here's one more. I mentioned before, my sister rents a beach house every summer. The owner of the house rents the house to my sister. So rent is used in both ways. The company can say, we rent cars, and the customer can say, I rent a car from them. It's the same word, just a different point of view. So, borrow something for free. Lend something, also free. Rent with an R needs money. And when you rent something, it's generally for a short period of time. Now, let's talk a little more about rent and lease. When you lease something, it's usually something expensive, like a car or an apartment, and it usually means a longer period of time. For example, you might lease a car for 3 years, or lease an apartment for a year or more. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, wait a second. Don't we say rent an apartment? Yes, that's exactly how we talk in everyday conversation. For example, Jack rented an apartment near the station. That sounds completely natural, but technically, it's a lease. In fact, the contract you sign is called a lease. So lease is both the action and the document. So here's the key point. In everyday conversation, especially when we talk about living spaces, we usually say rent, even though technically it's lease. It's kind of like when we say, I need to go to the bathroom. It doesn't mean we plan to take a bath. So, in everyday English, we use a simple word like rent, even when the more technical word is lease. So let's recap. Borrow means take something. Lend means give something. Rent means you pay money to use something for a short time. And lease means like a long-term rental. And one last point. We also use borrow and lend when we talk about banking and getting or giving money. For example, if you want to buy a house, you probably need to borrow money from the bank. You can also say that the bank lends money to people. Of course, when banking is involved, the lending and borrowing of money is not free. You have to pay back the money you borrow plus a certain percentage of that money as a fee, which is called interest. So, borrow, lend, rent, and lease. These are simple words, but they're used all the time in everyday English. So here's your challenge. Think about your life and try to make your own sentences. Have you recently borrowed something from a friend? Do you rent your home? Have you ever leased a car? That's how you start making this kind of English natural. And keep in mind, the best way to remember English like this And any other word or phrase in English is to take that word or phrase, write it in a sentence that's true for you or true in your world, and then memorize your sentences. Thanks for listening. And remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible. And I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.